Hi there. This is Dr. John Whitcomb talking about methionine. Limit your methionine and live longer. Okay, so explain to me what methionine is. It's an amino acid you make proteins from. It's one of the two sulfur-containing amino acids, but it plays a special role in the production of proteins, and that is all proteins start, the very first codon is the one for methionine. You start every protein with a methionine. Now that's interesting. Now it's an essential amino acid. We have to have it in our diet because we don't make it on our own, so you do need it. But it turns out it's a bit of a two-edged sword. There's something about methionine that seems to not be right for us, and it tends to make us more acidic. So people who eat an animal diet get more acidic urine. When people eat a vegetable diet and have more alkaline containing salts, so they will have more alkaline urine. That's one issue. But there's some other odd things that we don't quite understand. But something about low methionine turns on your anti-aging genes. And you have to get to 80% methionine reduction to do that. And that's a hard thing to do. Now, if you look at various plants, for example, frozen peas are only 0.4% methionine, whereas roast beef is 2.6%, 5 times the amount in roast beef. And eggs are 2.9%, 7 times the amount. Dairy and fish are all in that 2.5 to 3% range. Okay, only Brazil nuts, in terms of vegetable foods or plant-based foods, Brazil nuts are 6% methionine. But as a general rule, animals have about 5 to 6 to 7 times as much methionine as plant foods. So limiting methionine is basically a way of saying you should be a more vegetarian person. Now the flip side of that argument, Paul Saladino addresses this directly, and he's the person who's the champion for eating the carnivore diet. And he claims that's absolutely nonsense, because if you eat the whole animal, including the tendons and the connective tissue, you get loads of glycine. And glycine turns out to completely reverse that toxicity. So your concern about toxicity of methionine is reversed by taking some glycine. And you can get that by eating the whole animal or bone broth. Bone broth is basically dissolving some of the connective tissue into a soup carrier, and that gets you more glycine into you. So methionine restriction, though, turns on autophagy and mTOR and all those kind of things. It also decreases reactive oxygen species, and curiously, dramatically increases glutathione. Curiously. Now, methionine is involved in the production of glutathione, but it's methionine restriction that helps you make more glutathione. And what's glutathione? That's your body's master detoxing drug. It helps you get rid of poisons. It helps you repair mitochondria. It has many functions of repairing your brain and neurons and keeping them healthy. So we want more glutathione. That may be the best reason to restrict methionine. What will work for me? It's hard to get to 80% reduction. You have to basically be a vegan to do that. That's a hard thing to do. But you can take some glycine, and you can take that as a supplement too. It's a cheap supplement. It helps you sleep at night. Take 500 milligrams of glycine at bedtime. You'll sleep a little better. What will work for me? I'm trying to eat fewer vegetables, or more vegetables, and fewer animal products. But I sure like my deviled eggs. So, methionine, something to know about. More information to follow. I think it's an interesting thread. For now, I'm tucking at my pocket and sitting tight.